Hello, everybody. Dan here with The Wealth Instinct. I want to share with you my most recent article, The Best Business Models for 2021. Before I get started, if you would do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so you get notifications. I share a lot of articles about business options, business training, and personal development. So, obviously, this has been an interesting and unique time. And like any interesting and unique time, it offers a lot of opportunity. And so what I wanted to go through here is what business models are available right now and what are the best options for people. And the first thing I want to say is that I really believe this is a great time to start a new business. Like anytime we're going through some kind of change, it offers opportunity because people are redefining how they work. They're redefining how they're entertained. People are looking for new distractions. They're looking for new ways to learn. They're looking for new ways to connect. So there's really a lot of opportunity for people to create and create new products and businesses. So I wanted to kind of look at everything here, and I'm looking, considering even brick and mortar, right? And I think, brick and mortar businesses have been suffering for a long time, right? Online business has been. I have a friend who owns a bike shop, and he has incredible customer service, incredible knowledge, offers incredible value, and will spend 2 hours doing custom bike fits for people, and then they'll go buy a bike online because they can save $100. So it's really hard to compete with a lower cost in people's mindsets, right? And people think, oh, if I can save $100, they kind of discount the service that people offer, which is, it is what it is. So brick and mortar businesses have been suffering for a long time, and obviously right now, this is a crazy time. I heard a statistic that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce expected that 45% of restaurants wouldn't reopen, right? So I'm not saying you should go out and start a brick and mortar business, but I wanted to examine it, and I think that maybe next year there's going to be a lot of opportunity here because brick and mortar businesses have. I love brick and mortar business, right? And I'm sure you do too. You love being able to go to a store to your favorite place and just have fun, learn, spend time with people. There's such an advantage to being in the same room, and what you can offer to your customer, right? Like you can create an immersive environment, and there's so much you can offer to them um, in person. But there's a lot of downsides to brick and mortar besides the obvious right now with things being shut down. Um, there's a lot more investment when you want to start a brick and mortar business. Finding location is tough. I mean, there's only so many strip malls. There's only so many, places. People are only gonna, if you find a lower rent, there's less foot traffic, right? If and there's competition. Someone could open up right next door to you, and location is such a tricky thing. When you get it right, it's magic, but it's hard to do it right. And then you got to deal with city permits, contractors. You can spend. I had to spend 10 grand. I wasn't planning on just to add a bathroom. I already had one, and the city planner decided I needed another one. So it's really easy to have to invest, and that was just a bathroom. That wasn't the full build out, right? So I love brick and mortar business, but I think it's not the best for beginners, and it's not the best right now. I think in the future it's gonna, as things shift and progress and open up, and um, I think there's going to be opportunity there. But right now, online is the way to go. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, really. I mean, it's the barrier to entry with online is so low. It's anyone can do it, um, and and you want to realize that just because anyone can do it doesn't mean you shouldn't, right? You think, oh, there's too much competition. Not everyone is going to have the right mindset and the right skill set to be successful, right? Like a lot more businesses will be started online, but not as many of them will be successful just because not everyone's going to take the time. They're going to jump on the trend, and not everyone's going to take the time to take it seriously and do it right. And if you do take the time to do it seriously and do it right, you can be successful. So I wanted to look at physical products versus virtual. I think most people, when we think of online business, we think of Amazon, we think of, maybe if you're a crafter, you think of Etsy. There's so many, Shopify. There's so many different businesses and business platforms. People sell through Instagram, through Facebook, and physical products offer a lot of convenience. However, it's something that's a little bit difficult for a beginner because there's infrastructure involved, and obviously you can leverage other people's infrastructure. But then there's supply chain issues, which we've seen this year with you know businesses being shut down due to COVID, and they can't produce product, and everyone's kind of dealing with those things, and again, that creates opportunities, right? A lot of people have been able to create opportunities selling things that are hard to get. I think those types of business models are a little bit opportunistic, with the personal protective equipment. Like, it's something that you might be able to take advantage of for a short period of time, but if you're looking for like a long-term business or something you're trying to do, and not just something quick, um, you know, it, if you're in that space and you have that opportunity, good for you, but it might not make sense for you to ramp up for something that's going to be short-lived like that. So products are a great option, but virtual products are a really great option too. And it's something I think sometimes people don't think about. There's a lot of informational products that can be delivered electronically, with no shipping costs instantly. And I think there's a huge market for this, and a lot of people are interested in this, so it's a good opportunity. And then there's product versus services. With so many businesses going online, there's never been a bigger need for marketing. You think about even like, the plumber down the street who who doesn't know how to use the internet, right? Like, he might be the best plumber in the city. He might have incredible reviews, or she, and they might, you know, just be awesome at what they do, but not know how to market themselves. And so, as they're trying to compete in this online space, they're getting drowned out by these people that spend massive on ad budgets. And you can come in as someone who is internet savvy and marketing savvy, and even if you're not right now, you can learn it pretty quickly, and you can help these local businesses, which is pretty awesome, I think, because as a business owner, you can't be good at everything, and there's things you're going to love doing. And that's the reason you start your business, because you love doing something. And then there's other stuff that you have to do that you hate doing, and it's going to drive you insane having to do that. For me, it's stuff like payroll and accounting, and like and taxes, like that. It makes my head hurt just thinking about that stuff. Like, that's not why I got into business. I don't want to do that stuff. I hire professionals and let them do it, right? And so, if you have some skill, you can offer a service to these businesses that are getting online. And but you want to do, though, is not just be a freelancer necessarily, or a contract employee, right? Like, you don't want to just say, oh, well, I spent 5 hours on company A and 5 on company B, and this is my billable rate. And you're really just creating a remote job for yourself, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want a business that you can leverage and scale, where it's not limited by your time and your ability to fulfill on the service, then you want to think about that from the beginning. And so, like, a digital agency is where you might offer services, and it could be, customer service. You might just monitor someone's reviews, and reach out to customers, and and post good reviews. Get legitimate reviews, and help other people see them. And then when they get bad reviews, reach out to them and find out what happened, what went wrong, how the business can improve. You might do SEO, you might do marketing. There's a lot of services that businesses need. Almost anything that a business needs, you could offer that service as an agency, and use other people's time and resources, and leverage, so that you can serve more customers, and scale your business larger. Something else to consider is informational products versus or informational products training and coaching programs. So there's a huge, huge market. And if you think about like how much has changed recently, and what people learn in school versus what you need to succeed in the world, there's a huge gap. And people are right now, especially where people are losing jobs, and having to learn new skills. Um, they're desperate for information, for skills, for coaching. Because when you're getting started, just reading a book on how to do some new skill isn't quite enough. You got to really, really be ambitious and work hard to do that. You might want a video training program, or you might want someone who can answer your questions, someone who can help you with those first few steps. Like, that's invaluable. And there's huge opportunity here. If you have any knowledge, specific knowledge that is valuable, um, there's going to be a large market out there for your products and services. And you can, record a webinar, you can record video training, you can, it can start being simple. You could even just create a Facebook group and start sharing information and collecting followers, and then asking them, hey, what products would you like to see? What else, what other information would you like? And you can create it that way. And really just a huge opportunity in information space training, and it's customizable. You can give everyone the information and let them off on their own, or you can guide them step by step. Affiliate marketing is a really cool opportunity too. Really, to me, it's you're like a blogger or a YouTube channel or just social media. Maybe you're an influencer or something. You basically are creating an audience of people who are interested in something, right? Whatever it is that you're interested in, and you're just looking for things that products they're gonna want, and telling them about it. Pretty much, that's all you're doing, right? You're gathering this audience, saying, hey, everyone who likes waterproof digital cameras, or you know online editing tools, something. Doesn't have to be that specific, but you're finding an audience of people that are into the kind of stuff that you're into, and you're creating an audience by sharing content that you find interesting or valuable, and then you're finding products and services that you think they would benefit from, and you're just sharing them with them, and so you're adding a lot of value, and you're able to learn a lot and share. And so it's a pretty cool opportunity right now that I think is something to definitely consider for 2021. So how to get started? When you start a business, especially your first, you want to spend some time thinking about the type of business you want to start, because not all businesses are created equal. There's some businesses where you're going to be working 60 hours a week and making an average salary, and there's others where you know you can be working 30 hours a week and be making much more than the average salary, right? So you want to look at the long-term growth potential. You want to look at the opportunity. You want to be a little bit strategic in the business you choose, and not just pick something you love, right? You want to find something you're passionate about and something that you can bring passion to, because if you don't have passion about it, there's no way you're going to put the time, work, and energy into it. But do some research, look into some programs. There's a link down here that I think you should check out. I think it's called the Entre Blueprint. Through Jeff Lerner created it, and he's got an introductory course that's very inexpensive. I think it's like $40 or something. I'm not sure. Which is practically nothing, and he really goes through a lot of the options available, and which ones he thinks are valuable, which ones he thinks to avoid. And just that training right there, I think is so worth it. It's going to help you to think differently and kind of get you started on your journey of having a business. And if you are interested, he does have more resources available, but that introductory course alone is so helpful, and I found it so valuable, and I wanted to share it with you. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please click the bell icon. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments, and look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care.